Hello YouTube, this is Frank, and this is Saturday, June the 13th, 2020, and this is my 30th video and my 15th topical video. And on my last topical video, I made some predictions on the coronavirus, and today I was going to update and compare my predictions with the observed results. I was predicted Georgia, Florida, Georgia, and the USA. I predicted the deaths for June the 1st, 2,657, 2,280, 111,636 deaths for June the 1st. And then there's the observed. That's what the CDC was reporting on June the 1st. And I was over predicting a little bit on those Florida, Georgia, and by over predicted by 6,479 there on the USA. Now I am using a simple SIR model, and I am not presenting myself as an expert on any topic. I'm just an average person. Like, I did not even have biology in college, but I did get the SIR model. It's from the differential equation book here. It's on page, begins there on page 209. That's where the SIR model comes from. Now, if you want to know more about the SIR model, search for Sir Kermack and McKendrick, and they were the original authors of the SIR model, and they published their paper in 1927. So that's been around for a long time, well, almost 100 years. So the epidemiology people, they're familiar with that. But if you want more information, search for Sir Kermack and McKendrick. Now, on the R, sometimes you'll see it as R sub 0, sometimes R effective. And now, if you want to know more about the R, search for Sir Epidemic Jones Notes on R0. And Professor Jones is a professor at Stanford University. If I don't know something, go to one of those flagship universities and find more information. So he's a professor at Stanford University. He's got a lot of notes on R sub 0, more than I could ever explain. Also on my spreadsheet, and I'm using the Euler method. So search for the Euler method if you want to find out more information on stepping through a differential equation with the Euler method. Now in my spreadsheet, you'll see 1/10, and I got that from the CDC documents. In my earlier videos on the coronavirus, you'll see where I documented all of these numbers here. The 1/10, CDC just, they said, from what I remember, the virus can last between 8 and 14 days. So I just picked a number, 10 days, and that's where the 10 is coming from. If you want to use a different number, go ahead. I just decided to pick 10. It was within the range of the CDC documents on their website. If you don't like my number, pick another one. The 100,000, that's a common rate that I see in the national and state Department of Health. The Georgia Department of Health, they report their coronavirus or COVID-19 statistics for every county in the state, but they reported rates of per 100,000. So that's where that's coming from, the 100,000. It's just a common rate you see in national and state departments of public health. The 0.5%, that's from the CDC documents on their website. I've got that in one of my first videos I made. I picked a conservative death rate of 0.5%. Same thing, the 2.8%, that's the CDC was reporting between the severe cases are 5 to 6 times the death rate, and that's where I just picked 2.8%. If you don't like either of those, feel free to change that. And so then what's left over is the mild rate. To add everything up to 100%. So when you see my spreadsheets, that's where these numbers are coming from. I'm not an expert. I went to the websites and got those numbers from the experts. Let's see here. So, okay, there's everything on that page, on that screen. Now this, let's see here now. And this is my Raspberry Pi. It's been running the whole time since March. It's been scraping the CDC website for their data on the coronavirus cases. Now this is Italy. I wanted to, see what the Italy is ahead of the United States. Now this is from. Now I got my data from the from Wikipedia, and this is the cumulative deaths. Let's see if I can. The cumulative deaths, and it goes. Well, it goes to June the 1st, and I just estimated it till September the 1st. That's where that is. But you can see them. I've got the. You can barely see that cumulative deaths, but there's a blue line and a red line there. Same down here. Now this is the deaths per day. That's my model. I'm just fitting my model to the observed deaths per day, and that's goes up pretty quickly and down, almost symmetrical. Now remember this right here when we go over to the United States. I'm not sure that any state, now in my spreadsheets you'll see the 0.25, and that's the infection rate that that I had on my whiteboard there. I kept it constant because the CDC says that the coronavirus is very contagious. And what I did was I varied the interaction rate. And that is what this number is. And you can see in the first column here, Italy. This is in Italy back in March there. And I used some large, there's February, large numbers for the interaction rate. Italy locked down their their social interaction, and right now, I mean, it was pretty, they've got it coming down very, very nicely there. Now, compare this with the United States. So let me get over here to Florida. Okay, now this was my, see, this is May the 3rd. This was my predictions for May the 3rd on Florida. There's what I was predicting. There's my house right there. So let's get over there to what the observed was. Let's see here. Okay, there's the observed deaths per day. And this is the cumulative deaths per day. And that's June the 1st. And if we come down here, okay, so I was predicting 2,657, and there were actually observed 2,460. So that's not bad for just a dum-dum. I'm just a dum-dum, just trying to run a differential equation model on a spreadsheet. Okay, and I think I did. Now this is what Florida would look like here. Let's see now. Oops. Okay, so I ran it out to September the 1st. Now I've got that R is kind of increasing right there. Now I'll show you now. From here, from May the 1st above, I was using just my simple 0.25 for the infection rate, and then I was just using a social distancing factor, the interaction rate. Now from here, from May the 7th on, I am using one of the models on the CDC website, and I'll show you where I'm getting those numbers from. They give you the R. So let me just put this right here. There's the 1/10. I'm using the 1/10 window right there, and there's the 100,000. I'm using the cells over here. That's the 100,000 rates for 100,000, and then over here that's the rates for the entire state. I'm just estimating for the rates for the entire state here. So that's where Florida, if you're in Florida, that's an interesting state where they have the models, the experts are predicting an increase in cases per day, the rate per day. Now let's look at Georgia. Let's see here. Georgia, you say there's my May the 3rd, there's my original prediction. And this is what it looks like. That's my original prediction right there. Now let's see what they observed. I got the observed is from the Wikipedia webpage, and that's not bad for just a average dum-dum like me. And I think I was over estimating. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, I was estimating 2,280, and there were actually 2,089. And this is what the graph looks like, the cumulative deaths. I was over predicting a little bit here, but I mean that's not bad for a dum-dum like me. Let's see what what's the oops. Let's see what now this is my predictions going forward. Well, not mine, but I got the R's from that the models there on the CDC website. That's where that's coming from. That's not my prediction. That's the R from the one of the models, and I'll show you where I got that from. And they're predicted to gradually decline there. Let's look at the USA. This is with the USA. I was predicting, let's see, what was I doing over here? Oh, the little small decline right there in our death rate. Now, see, look at this right here. That's the when the coronavirus was introduced to the U.S. and see that fat tail right there. I mean, that is not like at all like Italy. And that's got, I mean, well, here's the data right here. This is the data that I got from the CDC website. That's the actual observed deaths up to June the 1st. And you see that is not anything like Italy. Now let's see what we're predicting here. Now this is the prediction. This goes to September the 1st. And it's showing kind of a gradual decline, kind of a fat tail right there. These R's over here. 1 point. Now, the R's over there on Italy, they were about half this. They were 0.52. So they're about half of what Italy is. I mean, they're twice what Italy is. You see, I mean, that's not anything like that Italy. It was just coming down. So let me just kind of close out some of these spreadsheets. And Italy, that's the last one there. Now this is I saved those predictions on the CDC website. CDC, and I was predicting 111,000 deaths on June the 1st. So we're, really, we're well within the range there of those of all these models here. Same with let's check Florida. Okay, there's Florida. I was predicting what 2,600. That would be what, right in here somewhere. So see, we're well within my simple spreadsheet. You can do this. You can just have a simple spreadsheet and be well within the range of all these these models here. Okay, with Georgia, I was predicting 2,280, somewhere along in there. So yeah, I mean, same thing. Yeah, if you want to use a simple spreadsheet to predict those, the course, how this epidemic or pandemic is going to spread, you can do that yourself on a spreadsheet with fairly good accuracy. Okay, let's see here now what I've got. Okay, now this is the forecast page on the CDC site. Just go to the CDC website, the forecast page. Go down here to the bottom. Oops, let me see. Here's the current forecast right here for the United States. Let's just go down here to the bottom. That's the last. Okay, this is the last model on that forecast page. Yu Yang Gu, he's a guy at MIT, and his model, has a very good model. So let's go over here to his website. Just click through everything, get to his website. Here's his infection tracker. Click that button over here. Let's see here now. Here we are. And here's the R. This is where I'm getting my R's from. Down here, let me see. Let me go up this one folder right here. So here's his license. He's using the MIT license, permission for commercial use, modification, distribution, private use. Now I'm just using this for private use. I'm just using it for my own self and just putting it, showing you where I'm getting my information from. Oh, here's the MIT license right here. And there's Yu Yang Gu. And let's go back to that folder. Let's see here now. Where were we? The R values. This is where I'm getting my R values from. Let's see, on June the 1st. Well, actually, I think that Friday was May the 28th. So actually, you can see on my spreadsheet every Friday, I would update mine because I could get my download the data and do all the work on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and that's when I would do my work. So I got the this values on the 28th, and he shows you the current R for the United States, and then for every state he's got it estimated for every state in the U.S. And this guy Yu Yang Gu, he's very good, and he's got the MIT license, so you can use it without worrying about the copyright license. Well, I mean, you can display it without violating the copyright license. It's still copyrighted, but it's a permissive license. So that's where I am on my model. If you want to, let's see, did I close? Dang, I closed that. I think I've got it right here, because this is my video 30. Yeah, I'm going to put all of my spreadsheets on my Google Drive. So if you want to see how I did implemented my model, COVID model, coronavirus model, you can see how I did mine, and that's what I've got today. Back in March and April, I think I was kind of going kind of panicking, because we've got the virus. I mean, they were predicting. Well, it was easy to see we were going to get 100,000 deaths. There were 40 million people unemployed. We've got the social unrest now, and this is June the 13th, and we just had another black man in Georgia, in Atlanta. An unarmed black man was killed last night by the police. So it's, I mean, you can understand why I was freaking out. I'm still freaking out. But anyway, I'm not going to have any updates like I did when I first started. But I'll continue these periodically just to see where I am. But anyway, that's my video, and thank you